Impossible? Ha! Watch me. That word is not in my vocabulary. Welcome to my mentality, where I will show you freedom, recognition, for every athlete, every woman, for my team, for me. Say my name because I am the best at what I do. The All-American, the Olympian. My craft is my free expression, where I compete to win. I stand for racial equality, gender equality, income equality, as a guaranteed, tangible reality. Welcome to where I play, where I am free.
At Dallas Fair Park, it is Fair Park Coliseum playing host to night number 2 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Team Cruz taking on Team Sebelden. Throughout this evening's match, we will honor Black History Month. The players are donning Black History Month armbands, and we'll have a ton of information for you throughout this match as we celebrate the contributions of African Americans to the sport of volleyball. Also in Fair Park, you'll notice the African American Museum. Begun in 1974 on the grounds of Bishop College, the museum relocated to Fair Park in 1988. In late '93, the museum and its treasures moved into the current 38,000 square foot facility, housing more than 60 collections, over 200 unique artifacts, and serving as the home to the Texas Black Sports Hall of Fame, established in 1996. A few days ago, some of the Athletes Unlimited Volleyball athletes paid a special visit, a chance to learn more about the art and history of Black America. Welcome inside, everybody. I'm Kevin Barnett, next to my partner, Salima Rockwell, former national team captain. Salima, a special celebration tonight, one of our theme matches. We have one each week. Why is this celebration of Black History Month important in a volleyball context?
Well, recognizing and celebrating the athletes that came before us is incredibly important. Historically, there aren't a lot of African Americans that play the sport of volleyball. Now, it's getting better and better over the years, and it has, but it still has a lot of room to grow. This is what I love about Athletes Unlimited. It's more than just a volleyball league. It provides an opportunity for athletes to recognize, celebrate, and use their voice to affect change.
You'll notice a lot of African-American women in the league here tonight. Let's focus on 2 as we get started. First, Erin Fairs, who's had a nice coming out party with this group, powerful on the outside.
Well, Erin Fairs has one of the hardest arms you're actually going to see in the league. This is what you're going to notice the most about her. She certainly has the ability to play the whole game, but it's her ability to elevate over top of the block and destroy the opponent's defense that makes her special.
All right, she's on Team Cruz for Team Sebelden, Deja McClendon.
Well, Deja McClendon has the all-around game. She can pass, she can play defense, and she does it offensively as well. But what you're going to see from her is her ability to be a great teammate. She's just a fun player to watch on the court and helps her team win.
And throughout this match, you'll have an opportunity to learn so much more about Deja McClendon. Second match of the second day, top shelf volleyball on the way. Settle in, your weekend ends with excellence. Next on Fox Sports 1, Athletes Unlimited, volleyball from Dallas. Tonight's game is presented by Geico and Guaranteed Rate. Teams taking the floor inside Fair Park Coliseum. Team Cruz, Team Sebelden. For Team Cruz, Triple S at the controls, Samantha Seliger-Swenson. Katie Carter gets the start at opposite. That is a change from a night ago, as is Simone Abbott at the outside here, the former Northwestern star. For the other side, Team Sebelden, that's Liana Sebelden, the captain. She sends out Jordan Larson alongside Deja McClendon. Karstelo, Kaylee Mans, Gibbemeyer, and herself in the starting lineup. That is unchanged from their success a night ago. And now let's bring it in with former NBA Houston Rockets star Victor Oladipo.
What's up, everybody? This is Victor Oladipo of the Houston Rockets. Just wanted to say I'm really excited for the Women's Volleyball League with Athletes Unlimited kicking off this week. Congratulations and welcome to Texas. Best of luck in the upcoming season. Peace and love.
Victor selected Black Lives Matter to be on his jersey for the NBA restart last year, spoken out in support of equality and justice for African-American communities. And yeah, two-time All-Star. Got the former title in there on him. Going to be current and again for Victor Oladipo. There are those armbands. This league about so much more, Salima, than just the volleyball.
Well, and I think that's what makes it so important. That's what these players are excited about. They're excited about playing volleyball at the highest level, but there's so much more involved, and they can use their voice, and they really have a platform to shine.
We will celebrate Black History Month throughout this broadcast, bringing you top-level volleyball. We'll also have a nice visit with Kim Oden, who's doing some outstanding stuff in the world of volleyball for a long time, co-founder of Starlings organization, striving to bring volleyball to underserved communities.
I'm really looking forward to talking to her. She's a good friend. I looked up to her growing up. An awesome role model for all of us.
National team star in the late 80s, graduated Stanford in 1986. Salima, you and I have chatted about your journey in a majority white sport at your time in the middle 90s when you and I met, and now go a decade earlier to Kim Oden and her sisters. I mentioned it is so much more than just volleyball here. We will celebrate Black History Month. The goals are to provide a platform to advance racial equity. There's a racial equity group composed of athletes and staff. They meet on Fridays to have discussions, and they are in also partnership with the aforementioned Starlings to provide access to volleyball to all communities. I think that would be great. Boy, on the men's side as well, I would love to see a push on the men's side that is as effective as the Starlings has been on the women's side.
Absolutely, it's been a challenge, and it's really, there's so much involved, right? It's getting people to see and recognize the sport, see people that play the sport that look like them, and kind of get out of what you've always done, and it takes some time. It takes time to change things, and it takes time to get people involved. But it's been an amazing process in the volleyball world.
On the men's side of the game and the women's, you're fighting basketball.
You are fighting basketball.
It's the same pool of athletes, the same basic skills on both sides. And at some point, all of us make a choice, because most of us play both. Not everybody, but a wide majority play both at some point.
Right, so you have to make a choice at some point, and that's what it is.
Deja McClendon's choice was volleyball, and it was 2 national championships at Penn State. And she made a choice this year to shave her head.
She did.
Alopecia areata. She had struggled with that since the age of 12, which would periodically give her quarter size, maybe a little larger deficits in her hair. It got kind of bad when she didn't have her meds in Europe one time, and she said, what if I just get rid of it all?
Let's just get rid of it.
A bold move from the outside hitter who will start us up here in match number 2 on a Sunday night. Overpass is the first play. McClendon effective from the line. Cleaned up by Gibbemeyer. Outside tip is good, so the soft stuff working, because that overpass was tip-ish.
It was tip-ish. Tip-esque.
Tip-esque, I like that one better.
But a nice play over the top of the block. She knows Karstelo is deep on defense, waiting for her to hit the ball, and she just couldn't lay out for it.
That was Captain Aubrey kill there. Out of Brooklyn, New York. Working on McClendon, she'll see a lot of serves. Molly McCage has seen a lot of offensive success as Larson cleans that up. 2 for 2 on overpasses for Purple.
Well, a nice job by Larson. That ball's tight. It's really tight to the net, and she has to make sure she doesn't completely cross the plane. It was a nice job just chopping that ball in the court.
Jordan Larson, multiple-time Olympian, multiple-time medalist, silver and bronze for Team USA. Carcelo out of the back row. Had a lot of long rallies throughout this first weekend of action. It continues again tomorrow. We are only 2 in of a 3-day schedule. Man's under that one, but no one else can find it.
Some nice defensive plays on Team Cruz, especially out of that right back area with Samantha Seliger-Swenson playing some excellent defense for Team Cruz.
We will play 3 sets, no less, no more. If you win a set as a team, each player will receive 40 points towards their individual score. If you win the match on aggregate, points added up, sets 1 through 3, you will receive 60 points to your individual score, every team member. There are 180 team points available throughout this match. A little confusion there. Was it a backslide or was it a D-ball? And you also have your individual points. You score for each one of your actions. As you look at the team points there, and we'll update you on this as we go throughout. Get down to that third set, there's 100 points on the line. And we saw a really nice comeback from the orange squad, Team King wearing orange this weekend in our first match.
They found their groove and pulled it together and pulled off a win. A nice job by Team King.
They lost the first set 25-18. They would come back to win 68-63, taking the next 2 sets. Really nice performance from Team King. Right side, Katie Carter, huge double arm lift.
It's a big swing from a ball that's way off the court. We take a look at those individual points.
8 points for a kill, 12 for an ace, but hey, put it out of bounds. In either case, -12, -8. So it can add up in a hurry for those high-risk outside hitters. You get 1 for an assist. We gave out some of those to Cassie Lickman for a while tonight.
We did.
-12 if you set it over, 5 points for a dig, so the liberos are in the picture. I think we're going to see a middle. Maybe Corey Crocker.
Corey Crocker had a big match.
Oh, that one passed into the Bermuda Triangle. The left front. The ball goes in, does not come out.
It's a nice serve by Erin Ferris, who just drives this ball straight down the line, looking for McClendon here. They don't want to serve Jordan Larson. She's one of the best all-around players in the world. So they're going to kind of work the other half of the court, middle to the right side of the court.
You go to Deli Rosado there. It's a stuff block on Larson.
That's certainly not something you see all the time. It's a big block over there by Katie Clark and Molly McCage, getting there, all 4 hands pressing into the court. Nice job.
Well, I pity the stats man or woman that has to decide who got that one. Looked like it was both hands. Ferris misses that into the net, so she will receive a minus for that after the plus for the ace.
And that's a really good point about the blocking. So you have 2 blockers next to one another. One person gets credit for that block.
No more half blocks. No more of that. Jordan Larson back to serve, current member of Team USA. Her head coach Karch Karai watching and enjoying. He was part of our Bring It In last night, encouraging everyone, congratulating the league and the players on the launch that happened yesterday evening here in Dallas.
Well, Karch Karai has been in on this from the beginning and really supporting and helping the league and figuring out how to run the league and just been instrumental in the process. USA Volleyball.
Straight up volley dork.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed, that's his own wording. Carcelo inside the block.
Number 25, Carcelo with the kill for Team Simone.
You're going to hear Carcelo's name a lot this evening. They like to use her from the front row and the back row. You saw a little bit of that confusion on that first set, pulling her out of the back row, but you're going to be seeing that a lot this evening.
Carcelo, a couple of years in Italy, more like 1.5 for everybody. COVID cut the season short. The season normally running from fall, as Triple S dumps that one. From fall, October, November-ish for many of the national team athletes, on to April, May, and it all was cut short in March.
You look at the setter dump, when both hands are up in the air and it looks like she's still going to attack the ball. That's really difficult for the middle to defend and recognize.
Simone Abbott with the serve now. McClendon, heater down the line, dug up. One more time, McClendon. That one's a little short. So this is an individual player-driven league. Your points from the very first, and we'll give you the Geico leaderboard as we go here, from the very first action to the very last action league, score points, positive and negative. You accumulate those team points as well, and MVP from you, the fan, voting along with the players in each match. And we want you to choose a player. Get on someone's team. Do you want to be on Team Larson, maybe Team Lowe? Oh, Team Carter almost had a cut shot go down there. TCU Beach, be proud. Rally of the night thus far. Leaving that one for Larson. On the mark was Tupac. Did you get a touch? No, Abbott out of the back row hits it long.
Some great defensive plays on both sides of the net. You'll see Mans always kind of coming in, picking up stuff off the top of the block, tips over the top of the block. She likes to kind of creep and roam a little bit, but does a nice job with her off-blocker defense and right-back defense.
Simone Abbott gets the start. She was part of the quarantine house. Women came down here early, practiced for some time, quarantined, and got ready for the league. Abbott, another nice dig in middle back. I like the cuts from Carter so far.
She's taking some heavy, nice high swings.
Oh, McCage.
See how fast that was? I mean, Molly was up before she even had the ball. I mean, that is a zero tempo set. Unbelievably fast, beautiful set by Triple S.
Now, Molly McCage, we saw her hit back slides with efficiency last evening. Now it's right in front of the setter. There's a backslide with efficiency. Lauren Gibbemeyer, one of the last players to not make the 2016 squad that headed to Rio, ended up with a bronze medal.
Look for her hitting this ball behind and in front of the setter. She likes to hit off 1 foot. That's kind of her strength. And she'll run that even in front and then behind. So fast and so efficient on that slide.
Way overhead, maybe feeling the flow there with Katie Carter. How about that cut? Jordan Larson, next level.
And that's the difference. You know, I look at a lot of the college games, high-level volleyball, but the difference at this level is the ability to score out of system, not just keep the ball in play, not just chop it in the court, going in with confidence hitting a ball that is that high into the court.
I think there was once a picture drawn in a dictionary of a prototypical outside hitter in the sport of volleyball. It was just Jordan Larson. Big stuff block. Gibbemeyer picking up more points.
Gibbemeyer reading the play nicely, shifting over just a little bit. You'll see she's already lined up. And I'm going to talk a lot about blockers' hands. They have to be facing and finishing back into the court. Otherwise, they're going to get tooled out of bounds.
Mans picked up by Tupac. Both teams defending the tip well. Good push from McClendon, right on the money, and it pays off with the swing. That was a hit. If you want to watch a 6-part docuseries called Hitting Home, it is out now from Ari Chambers of Bleacher Report, featuring athletes from the inaugural softball season, which happened this past year. Episode 3 was just released a couple of days ago on Bleacher Report. Go ahead and check out it on Highlight Her and on the Athletes Unlimited social channels, auprosports.com. And at AU Pro Sports on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. This is the second league of a planned 3 series. It was softball, followed by volleyball now this weekend, and for the next 4 following this one. And then it will be lacrosse. We will crown an individual champion inside of this team sport. Carter chips it in smartly. No option for Cruz, they'll reset. Tupac almost got there, wouldn't have mattered. Net violation goes against Team Cruz.
Love the effort by Tupac, flying over off the court. You can play those balls that are hit off the hands and bring it back in. I mean, that's what she does. She goes hard all the time.
Caught Abbott up high. Larson off Tupac. Sebelden goes wide. So Tupac standing in pays off.
Tell you, Team Sebelden taking some big, big cuts, but right now, Team Cruz hanging in there, digging some balls, playing some good defense, forces a ball hit out of bounds.
Defense against this Team Sebelden group is not for the faint of heart. You better put your helmet on, bring your lunch pail, go to work. Oh, the Bermuda Triangle is busy.
Well, and you watch how she cuts that ball off. You know, her angle, she kind of angles it a little bit too sharp. It's a fast, flat serve. She's got to handle that seam a little bit better and get that ball to go up and down a little bit more.
If you are a men's player and you're thinking, pass on the women's net is just the same, you're wrong.
It's difficult.
Full stop. I'm going to check the waters off Bermuda. There's a bunch of volleyballs on the bottom. I know Wilson floats, but these are unrecoverable. Team Cruz putting a ton of pressure on Team Sebelden. They are +3 in our first set. Things just underway in Dallas.
My first selection was Samantha Selinger. I was looking for like a little bit more control and like try to play a faster game. I really had her like in the scrimmage, so I thought like combining and complementing the rest of the team with her, it will be perfect to start the first week of draft.
Aubrey Cruz, third time she was captain in your guaranteed rate draft recap there. Strategy's going to change.
Strategy is absolutely going to change. I think, you know, we're learning more and more how important those team wins are and what a weight it carries for everyone. And it's going to be interesting to see how the captains choose their players. Is it the best teammate, someone they get along with, someone that they just know the energy and the vibe is going to be good?
Saw there that Aubrey Cruz is playing for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Every athlete has chosen a cause for whom they will play. The Give Lively Foundation will give an amount equal to 50% of the sponsored athletes' end of season bonuses when the league is complete at the end of March. Key Michael, who we saw in the last match, as well as Aaron Fairs, are both playing for the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. And Interaction is Aaron Fairs' chosen cause. Cruz out of the back row, just long. No touch detected.
So that was a big swing. She was going high and hard and deep. Almost got the hands. That's what you're looking for on some of those plays. It's a nice swing by Cruz.
We're watching great volleyball right now, but this league for these women is more than volleyball. It is about turning elite athletes into civic leaders. Well, let's check in down on the floor. I think we have Leah Edmond, who we saw in our last match. Leah.
Hi.
Congratulations on the last couple of matches. Good performance, good start. Tell us about getting to this point with the celebration of Black History Month in this particular match, our theme for the evening.
I think it just kind of stems from who the people are that came into this league. I think a lot of us have a big emphasis on that, and that's a part of our everyday life because we are Black. And so seeing that the league is honoring that, and even like the racial equity group, just having those resources and opportunities for us to talk about things like that, I think are really important and something that I really love about this league.
And Leah, have you done more outside of this league or leading up to here to help with that and encouraging more young African-American athletes to play?
I have. So I'm a teacher, and so in my classroom, I was really big on making Black History Month something that the kids can learn from and that can open their eyes up to something. So I started taking my lessons that I was teaching my kids to Twitter and Instagram and kind of showing the whole world. I was like, if my kids are learning this, I guarantee there's someone out there on social media that could learn it as well.
That's awesome. Have you been seeing a change? Are you noticing a shift in players that are actually playing the sport now?
Yeah, definitely, especially in Kentucky, which I was probably one of the only ones or a couple of them. And so just seeing how diverse it is now, just even in the college game, it's really exciting to see so many teams have more than one Black girl on their team. And in the club world, seeing that there are more opportunities for it, because that's kind of what the big thing is that volleyball is hard to afford, and especially in the club world. And so seeing that there are more options for people to be able to play, I think is a really big thing as well.
Leah, take me to here with the group you've been meeting with on Friday nights. Tell us about how those conversations have been going. What changes have you seen? Are you guys able to discuss sensitive topics and have people come away with perhaps a different perspective?
We are. Friday Night Lights, I really have enjoyed them. Being able to sit and just be open and honest and knowing that the people around you are really open to what you're saying and trusting them to, you know, keep what you're talking about as well. I think that confidentiality is just as important as well, being able to build that level of trust so then they can go out and understand, okay, this is what my teammates have been through. How can I help to make sure the next generation or even my friends aren't going through those same experiences?
Where does it go for the next 4 weeks? Where does it go over the next year till we come back around to Athletes Unlimited Volleyball?
I think it definitely using what we've learned here and what we've talked about here to go out into everybody's separate communities, separate countries, and trying to make a change. You don't really need to do something big to make a change. It can be something little as having conversations and getting the word out there so then people can learn more. Leah Edmond, great head start on being more than a volleyball player, contributing to the community. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. All right, Leah Edmond, who you will see on the Geico leaderboard later in this after her performances over the last couple of matches. Back to volleyball action here now. Team Sibelden with a conversion there. We're at 17-15. I didn't let that giant swing from Simone Abbott escape my view.
Yeah, I caught it out of the corner of my eye as well as we were talking to Leah Edmond. She's taking some big cuts right now.
Team Abbott available. Team 42, if you want to jump on that, become an MVP member. Special content and access. Cruz back row, that one in, and a touch. 18-15, they have jumped on Team Sibelden here.
They have, and which is no easy task. I mean, they're showing a lot of fire. The rhythm looks really, really nice right now. It's, of course, Audi Cruz taking control and taking the lead for their team.
Karstelo to the back line. Karstelo will hit that extremely fast set on the right side. She is a left-hander, gets on you quick. What's different about blocking a left-hander on the right?
Well, you just line up a little bit differently on their arms. You're used to seeing the right hand on the right side, but a left-handed attacker is a lot different. You just have to line up your left hand on their left hand depending on where the ball is located. So it's just a little bit different, a little bit funky.
Speaking of funky, do you have a paintbrush emoji or something? That was, we were painting the fence with Molly McCage just now.
I do not have, I might be able to find one. We'll see if I can, I'll look for it.
All right. Low again, this time it's Doug. Joust ball, another chance. Abbott, down.
Team Abbott getting after it right now, but it was the defensive efforts by the rest of the team, by the rest of Team Cruz that made that happen. That's a big old swing by Simone Abbott.
If you get yourself into the Unlimited Club and you're a fan of Team Abbott, you can use we in your living room the whole time.
You can. It's you. It's you and she. It's the two of you.
McCage, some defense. They let that one go, and I'm glad they did. Inside the block, Deja McClendon.
Team Sibelden's not going to go away. They're going to continue to play good defense. They'll be able to side out. They'll be able to score out of transition as well. They have enough players in Jordan Larson, Carstello, Deja McClendon that can hit any ball that's out of system. So they have a lot of firepower, so certainly don't count them out.
They're just 3 back. We'll play to 25, win by 2. Overall win will be determined on aggregate. That one from Willow Johnson looks for hands and finds the fingertips. If there is a tie in the aggregate score, we will play a 5-point overtime capped at 10. You have to win by 2, but we'll cap it at 10. So it could be 10-9. I hope we get to an overtime set at some point.
I do too. That'll be a lot of fun. A game to 5. I mean, that's get on your horse. You got to just get going right away. So big swing from Willow Johnson. I didn't see a touch live, but I guess we'll see it here and check it out on the replay and see if she got some hands.
I don't see any fingertips moving there. It will be Lauren Gibemeyer's right hand. And this is the thing, when the challenge system has come in, you as a player, you have to be careful not to oversell your coach.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you absolutely do. You don't want to waste a challenge.
No, you can't give them a 74 gremlin.
No.
You can't give them one of those lemons and all of a sudden they're out of challenges.
That's a problem. That would be a big problem. So still checking this replay here. Here come the glasses.
I don't see anything.
Here come the glasses. Putting them on.
I'll leave it to you, Salima Rockwell.
No, don't leave it to me.
We'll put your record up later. We have a graphic for that. Let's put it on the screen.
It's not good right now. Now that looks over the top. That I don't see a touch.
If you're playing baseball, we might send you down to AAA just for a little rehab, just a light stint. Hope we call you back in a couple weeks.
I need some time. It's okay. I can take it. I'll get my game right and be right back.
That's Willow Johnson on the right side. I don't see anything.
I don't either. I don't see the touch. The call on the floor was a touch. And it was Team Sebelden that challenged.
No touch. So the call reversed. Ball is out of bounds on the swing. And that is a point for Team Sebelden, 2018 now.
You'll watch Team Sebelden probably take a look at Simone Abbott serving her.
She's in the middle back. Abbott up to the task. A little bit of a short set handled by Cruz, left-handed. And no, she is not left-handed.
Nice tool by Cruz on a ball that was fast and a little bit tight. Again, that wealth of international experience coming into play there.
Aubrey Cruz, 5'11", has played forever professionally. Says maybe a couple more seasons and she would love to coach in collegiate volleyball. As that one is passed out of bounds, so a service reception error. And an ace serve for Willow Johnson. That's a 24-point swing. Somebody gets minus 12. In this case, Willow Johnson, that's a plus 12 to her individual overall points. That one nearly over as well. Gold opportunity. Larson throws it.
Jordan Larson in there, nice and quick and early. The ball's a little bit behind her head, and she knows how to just fling that ball down in the middle of the court.
Jordan Larson, second in points coming out of our first night of action. To one Leah Edmond, who you heard from earlier. Larson, the dig. And just long.
She was looking for hands or that deep corner area of the court. Missed just by a little bit on that set that was a little bit too tight.
23-19, Team Cruz looking to open with 40 points. Remember, those are the team points, 180 total team points available in each match. Those team points are given out to each of the individuals on the team. Cruz with the dig. Larson again, tough swing. Resets. Alex Holston there in the right front. Gold says they didn't touch it, but you have to keep playing. A test of cardiovascular fitness ends with Liliana Sebelden
That
kill.
was a long rally. Team Gold definitely saying they didn't touch that swing.
Ari Cruz all over it.
Now, can you challenge?
This has been, with the replay system, something that has gone back and forth, back and forth. We're gonna have a consultation with Chris McGowan right now, our rules expert, head of volleyball
Can you challenge
for the league. Do you have to stop the actual action on court mid-rally and challenge, or can you challenge at the end? And Chris McGowan has given his blessing. You can challenge at the end. I don't like the mid-rally thing, but I see it both ways.
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely take a little bit longer, so they're going to have to dial it back a little bit, find that swing.
Fortunately here, you end up with everyone speaking the same language.
Yeah, that.
Internationally, that becomes a problem, where the referees
Right.
do not speak the same language,
That's a
even
challenge.
themselves. And the international teams, that one clearly touched.
Yeah.
By the way, that's not even close.
That touched.
That going off the right hand of Christy Weiser.
Yeah, it hits the tape, and then you see it hit her arm.
Yeah, there's no question this will be short. But when you have international teams that do not speak the same language, referees that do not speak the same language, trying to explain where in the middle of a long rally you are challenging becomes difficult.
I would imagine it would be very difficult. And you see them over there still not happy. I don't think Team Sebelden wanted them to be able to challenge the play in the middle of the rally. I think Jordan Larson might still be having that conversation.
Okay, well, we will see what the adjudication of this is. I think this will be clear. It ends with a Sebelden kill in any case, the rally. It is purple ball.
Still having some conversation. Kaylee Mans back in.
That was that double sub Purple was going with.
Number 34,
Returning also Karska Low.
number 34, Haley Mann, serving Team Sebelden.
Abbott, big cut through the block, out the corner.
Simone Abbott just has so much spring. She has so much pop on the ball and how she explodes to the ball. It's so impressive to watch her play.
That ball a little long.
Now serving, number 10, Jordan Larson.
See if they go to McCage here on the slide or Abbott.
Neither option available. Ball a little bit too close to the net. Good effort by Erica Hanley, the lefty out of Lakeville, Minnesota. 6'1", good size, and a good move there. That's just a better push.
A nice play. Tough serves by Jordan Larson.
So Team Cruz 24-22, looking for the first set win.
Awesome 3 full days of scrimmages this weekend. I think our bodies have earned a little bit of rest. Last night the staff treated us to a Mexican meal, and then we had our causes reveal, and today is a free day, so we're going to enjoy a little bit of sun, get out and about, and go to a museum. So thought I'd take you guys along. She is from Highlight Her and Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I am.
And she's been joining us this week. What do you think of the museum? That was so cool.
First of all, I'm from the South, so just to know everything that went on in the South, especially like the Southwest, because I'm from the Southeast, and just really diving into my roots has been really cool. And especially the players that aren't from here, this is their first time ever learning about this stuff. And so that was cool, like, to see people explain it. But like the relatable things, like the hair exhibit, that was like very much so like, don't touch my hair. And then you see what your ancestors had to go through, and it just gives you a deeper appreciation for everything.
Special opportunity for all those athletes. Ari Chambers, if you want to check out her 6-part docuseries examining issues of race and diversity in professional sports, do that on Bleacher Report. Episode 3 is just out a couple of days ago. It is on Bleacher Report's Highlight Her and on Athletes Unlimited social channels. I think we'll give you a little sneak peek tonight with Ari at the series, and maybe plan a little more time for you this week in your streaming hours. 24-23 purple creeping closer. But that'll do it. Team Cruz 25-23 over Team Sibelden. Remember, that is not a 1-0 lead. That is a 2-point lead in our overall 3-set score. We've played one. Team Gold, the aggressor, Team Cruz behind their captain, takes the win. We'll start set 2 in a moment on Fox Sports 1. Tonight's match is presented by Geico. Captain of Team Sibelden, Liana Sibelden, joins us now here, Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Your team a little off balance there in that first set. What did Team Gold do to you guys to destabilize your plan?
You know, I think they just won the serve and pass battle. They got us in some kind of tough positions with some strong serves and kind of just got us out of system, and we never really hit that groove that we wanted to.
So for you and this veteran crew, what's the chatter like inside the huddle right now?
On to the next. Forget about that. I mean, learn from our mistakes, but we've got 2 sets ahead of us, and we need to focus on those.
Love it. Thank you, Liana.
Thank you.
This has been Navigating the Wind, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your inside Fair Park Coliseum. First set in the books, 25-23. Liana Sibelden, as ever, serious, focused, laser focused on the next set. Salima, do you agree with her assessment? Do you have something else for set number 2 and Team Sibelden getting back on track?
Well, no, I agree with her assessment. They started up, Team Cruz started off serving tough, actually with a couple of aces, and then a few balls that got them out of system. And that kind of just didn't get them in a rhythm, and those are big points. Those are early points, and it's hard to catch up. No matter what team you're playing, when you get a 2, 3, 4 point cushion, it's hard to make up that ground. So I think they served them tough, got them out of system, and then found their own groove. They were producing on their side of the net. Molly McCage, Simone Abbott, Ari Cruz, so they were doing some things offensively well as well. So if Team Sibelden can just pass the ball, keep it in rhythm, they have the players that can do it. They showed it last night, and I'm sure we'll see it again.
If you're on Team Abbott, you have 94 points right now. A set victory, 40 plus, and your individual stats.
And that's a lot of points, and they needed those points coming into tonight. They didn't have any team points from yesterday, so that's big for them because they're going to need to make a push here. And those, remember, those team points, those set points, and match points are huge. They're weighted at about 65% of your overall points. The 35% comes from your individual points, and then that 5% from that MVP vote at the end of the match. So big weight on those team points.
Looking back a match ago, 240 points scored by Corey Crocker. 100 were individual, 140 were team. Set 2 underway. Sibelden emphatic with that one.
Well, that's what happens. I mean, they were working Deja McClendon in the last set. She was struggling a little bit up and down, but she came out there, passed that ball right on the money, and that's what they can do when they pass well.
Christy Weiser slowed. And eventually the ball put down on the gold side. Another tough serve from Sebelden. Free ball opportunity. Low, a little bit under it. Try Larson. Carter, who's back in there. Another long rally. Stopped there by Jordan Larson. So Team Sebelden continues their run. And we continue our celebration of Black History Month here tonight with a California native, two-time Player of the Year collegiately at Stanford, and a two-time Olympian, a bronze in 1992. Played all across the globe, coached all over the United States at the NCAA level, and co-founded the Starlings organization, bringing volleyball to underserved communities. Welcome, Kim Oden. Hi, Kim.
Well, thank you. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Selena. It's
Hi.
so exciting to see you guys.
Hi, Kim.
It's been a long time since we connected in person. I'm glad we're able to do it here. I wanted to ask you first, what prompted you to start the Starlings organization?
Well, Kevin, back in the day, back in 1996, Byron Schumann was in San Diego and he was looking around and he realized that a lot of underserved and low-income communities didn't have access to a positive extracurricular opportunity like playing club volleyball. One, the price was exorbitant and out of reach, and also just the transportation, getting to places where volleyball clubs were. So he decided to start his own. And I was lucky enough to be in San Diego at the time, and he and I coached the first team back in 1996. And in the last 25 years, it has grown to, over 80 teams and about over 2,000 kids. And so we're really excited about that. And unfortunately, there are still inequities in our society. I heard you guys talking about the higher number of players of color in volleyball now, but there are a lot of people we're not reaching. And I really hope, being involved in Starlings, we want to grow it. We want to give the opportunity to play this great sport to more and more kids, regardless of background. And that's what the Starlings is all about. And we're really excited that Corey Crocker has decided to play for Starlings. Very exciting.
Well, Kim, I've been around since the beginning of Starlings, and I've seen it grow, and I'm so impressed. So, it's unbelievable how it's grown over the years. So kudos to you guys for doing that and continuing to have it grow. So what else can you say can be done within the volleyball community, or what else are you seeing to help engage more athletes of color?
The thing that Starlings is working on now is a connection with sister colleges and sister clubs. So volleyball clubs in areas where we have Starlings, we're trying to connect the two so that, one, we can foster understanding between the two. We can, between clubs, regular clubs in cities across the nation, and Starlings clubs, regular old Starlings clubs. And then what we want to do also is expose our students more and more, although, we're so excited that we have this component about education. As an educator myself, I'm very excited that we have 90% of our Starlings graduate from high school. We have over 700 graduates, and we want to keep that going and grow that. So we're connecting with sister colleges in order to expose our current Starlings to what can be after high school.
That's such a fantastic thing, and that academic piece is so important for those listening in. And it's not just about volleyball, it's about the academics, it's about going to college and really doing so much with your own life. So Kim, why don't you tell everyone what was it like for you growing up? You were one of my heroes. I was fortunate to see the national team full of color. I was very, very lucky. And how about you growing up in the sport in your time? What was that like for you?
Yes, it was very different than then. I grew up in Orange County and played for a volleyball club in Newport Beach, and there were probably 300 girls involved in this club program, and I was the only person of color in the whole club until 3 years later, my sister, Elena, came, and then after her, Beverly. So,
there's a lot of Odins. Let me stop you there. There's a lot of Odins that play volleyball at a very high level and on the national team. Continue.
Oh, that's very nice. And then in college also, being one of the only person of color on my college team at Stanford also. But the great thing about the people that I played with is that there was no time where they tried to make me feel like the outsider. And I think that is so important in what we're doing here as a country, what we're doing in volleyball, what we're doing across any platform, is to make everybody feel included. And I am thankful that I felt that way, and I'm thankful to my teammates. At the same time, I do want to increase the access to this fantastic sport that's given me so much to more and more people who look like me and don't look like me. I mean, Starlings has teams with Native Americans, Black, Latinx, Pacific Islander, low income, Caucasian. We've got Asian, we've got everybody, and I love it that way. And that's how we find the best people to play this great sport.
Absolutely. So what would you give, one word of advice would you give to young Black athletes or athletes of color that are listening and watching right now to continue to keep breaking barriers? What can they do?
Well, I think the number one thing is to look for opportunities. There are people like us. There are Starlings, fine Starlings. There are people out there. Work hard and be excellent in whatever you do. As hard as you can and with whatever resources you have, be excellent. Excellence is always wanted.
Kim Oden, thank you so much for your time, and keep taking action. It's lovely to see you on our broadcast here.
Thank you. Love watching. It's awesome.
Fantastic. Kim Oden checking in, co-founder of the Starlings organization. You just heard so much about, and you did hear slightly about Elena and Bev Oden, also outstanding contributors to this sport, playing on the national team, playing on Olympic teams.
I had the privilege of playing with her two younger sisters, so after watching her, got to play with Bev Oden, got to play with Elena Oden, who was one of my best friends when I was on the national team. It's just a fantastic family, and they all are as passionate about everything they do as Kim is.
When you're talking about the conversation of the first family of volleyball in the United States, they're in there, the Satos are in there.
That's right.
Back to action here. It's been a tight second set beginning. Back to serve Kaylee Mans. Iowa State 2009. Playing professionally still. Experience and calm confidence, which she brings to a team. Oh, push there, popped up. Another joust. Mans, Larson blocked. McCage.
But let's not forget about Samantha Seliger-Swenson. First, she starts with the overpass joust. Then she turns around, makes the next play. But it's Molly McCage that finishes with the drop. You see her drop into that angle. That's what's so amazing about that block.
I was hoping for the Golden Girls mask, personally.
You know what?
Molly.
She promised us.
She did.
I was feeling like we were going to see it. She owns one. It was amazing. Everyone's on it.
Sophia, Blanche.
Blanche, she's on it. They're all on it.
You want to sing the song anyway?
Thank you for being a friend.
There you go.
That's all I got.
Down the road and back again. I'll do it as spoken word. 10-9, Sebelden over Cruz. I've seen some bombs there while we were talking to Kim Oden. That time, no joust available. Jordan Larson up over the top of Triple S.
So Deja McClendon doing a nice job serving, targeting Simone Abbott here a little bit. And, you know, all she needs to do is continue to work on bringing that ball just a little bit off the net. She's got a good feel and a good touch. She's just overpassed the last two balls.
Swenson pops that one up, but it's rejected again. The block of Liana Sebelden doing work, 12-9.
Sebelden doing a nice job taking that. You see that left hand, that's where it happens. That's where the magic happens. Dropping that left hand in and not allowing that hard cross court ball.
one down the line from Cruz. So you see the range of an experienced international player.
It's just a beautiful thing to watch. You see Simone Abbott handling that ball. They would much rather have the set come a little bit off the net and then a big swing by Abbott. Excuse me, by Cruz.
McClendon stands in, and it pays off. Nice delivery, too, to the outside by Mans.
Super fast transition. Again, that's what Jordan Larson likes. She likes to be getting on that first step, flings that ball out there, and she is on it quick and beats the block in the seam, right in between the two blockers.
Larson takes care of that one. Boy, they've cleaned up some overpasses here. I think they're 3 for 3.
Well, and I tell you, they're driving this ball, serving from the end line fast and hard. There's a lot of speed on this ball, and they're forcing these overpasses with their tough serving. They really stepped it up this set.
Better pass this time, Carter. Dug up by Mann. She loves to play underneath the block. Another big cut and another stuff. Low, Gibbemeyer, point, Team USA.
You see Carter just kind of turn to Ari and say, oh man, my bad. I didn't mean to make that swing into the block there.
At 15-10, Team Cruz needs a break, as do you. More on the way. 15-10 set number 2. Athlete causes here at Athletes Unlimited allow athletes to play their season in part for the benefit of the nonprofit organization of their choice. At the end of the season, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end of season bonus to their nonprofit partner.
My cause is interaction. There was a lot to pick out of, so, but one thing that I think I'm about is just change in general, and that was kind of their main focus of just like moving toward change in the future within everything, not just one specific thing. So that, I think, drew me to them.
Thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico, for their involvement with Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. About more than volleyball, but it's got to be about only volleyball right now for Team Cruz, down 5. Another block. Larson.
Jordan Larson is one of the best left side blockers you're going to see in this league or even in the world. Again, you watch her swing block to that pin, get all the way out there and press over the net. She just sees the game so well. And when it's time and when it's on, it's Jordan Larson.
Engaged recently to David Hunt, head coach at Pepperdine University. They're in the middle of their season on the men's side. Shout out to David and Spud. We had a good interview with Spud.
I like Spud.
Here's a good pass. Set over, finds the floor.
And a nice play at the right time. Again, don't want to overuse the setter dump, the setter attack. But look at this, she's off the net. No one's really paying attention. Wings the right back and left back a little bit too deep and can't play that ball in the middle of the court.
This time, Team Sebelden off the net. Doesn't matter for Carstelo. Perfect connection with Mans. And that was OT.
It was OT and deep in the corner.
OT being over the top. Yeah. Some people like the OTT. I always feel like I have to go, you know me.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not good.
No, it doesn't work.
We'll just stick with OT.
Let's do that.
Right through the seam goes Abbott. She has the smaller Mans in front of her there.
She does.
Right front.
An unbelievable hustle on the other side. You saw McClendon all the way into the bench area, but setting that free ball over the net. It's Abbott that wins the battle at the net.
Abbott now 5 for 13. +8 for that kill added to her individual score as the aforementioned Erin Fairs enters the match.
An eye on Gibbemeyer and Larson.
Well, that was a nice pass by McClendon. That set up another connection, Mans to Larson.
And I tell you, when Team Sibelden's in system, when they're passing well, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to decide who you're going to defend and how you're going to defend them. You have Jordan Larson on the outside, and then you have Lauren Gibbemeyer hitting the slide, and of course, Carcelo always available out of the back row. It's a powerful and tough combination.
Set 2, Team Sibelden looking more like the squad we saw yesterday evening.
Checking in for Team Cruz, number 47, Christy Weiser, and number 1.
So Fairs had come in to serve for Christy Weiser. They unwind that substitution, and then the libero comes in that spot. So Kristen Tupac back in. There's a look at Tupac, PEC member, and multiple-time libero of the year during her collegiate career in her conference. Big 12. Abbott nicely played up. That ball's off the antenna. Double sub on, and Alex Holston plays defense right away.
Did a really nice job. She blocked the ball at the net. They were able to cover, but she came right back, played some off-blocker defense. Nice job by Alex Holston.
That ball to Gibbemeyer. Hard crossbody. It's a straight jacket move.
She's just locking herself up. She's facing that cross court angle, facing straight ahead, and watch her arm cross her body all the way to the other side of the court.
Shit, the other arm crossed under even.
Did it. Full straight jacket.
Right back at you, McCage. Molly McCage might want to reconsider this retirement thing that she was in.
No, she needs to come out fully out of retirement. Let's go.
You can coach later.
So high, she's so fast. Just smooth player across the net.
3 years in Germany for McCage before embarking on some coaching over the last little while. For Sports Academy, now living in the north part of the valley, as I recall, Thousand Oaks area in Southern California, the north part of what is considered widely Los Angeles.
And she loves coaching. It even surprised herself, I think, a little bit. She always enjoyed doing camps and working with young athletes, but she said I think she was working with the 14s and really got a lot out of it. It was really fulfilling for her.
Also a noted Cheez-Its enthusiast.
Cheez-Its. She does like Cheez-Its, that's right.
Favorite cracker?
It's a good cracker.
Tupac with the dig. A beauty. Not converted yet. Larson sets the outside to low. McClendon is blocked by McCage.
I am looking at these digs, and I can't believe the ball is coming up. I mean, these are some big swings with a ton of heat. Both sides of the net, you're going to see players picking up the ball, digging everywhere, and then McCage coming through. The huge stuff to finish.
Low fast, stuffed by Cruz. Every point matters, remember that. Every single point matters in a set. You might feel at 2015 you're out, 2016 you have a chance, but it's all gonna matter because it's an aggregate score. You were +2 if your Team Cruz coming in to the second set. Now you're only down 2. Will they complete the comeback in the second? Athletes Unlimited Volleyball, you're watching Deja McClendon, who was excited to talk with all the other athletes from Athletes Unlimited that had similar experiences. She's done that being a part of the Racial Equity Working Group.
So it was really interesting to talk to other athletes within Athletes Unlimited about their experiences with racial inequality, and being able to speak with some of those girls who are actually part of the racial equity working group that I'm also a part of, and seeing how similar our experiences were. I think it's really helped us feel like we can bring real change to sports. One of the things that I really was excited about was having the opportunity to go to the African American History Museum that's here at Fair Park. And when we arrived, there was just this amazing exhibit talking about black hair. And hair is like one of those things for me. So being able to see the tradition that comes along with dealing with black hair, and also walking through this just incredible exhibit, it just, I don't know, it just brought some kind of fire to me.
Such a nice piece. I mean, they've had such a wonderful opportunity here to discuss these issues with one another and really get to connect and bond with one another, and it's a pretty special thing.
Abbott is pretty special. Simone Abbott out of the back row. Cannon loaded explosion from middle back.
And I'm not sure why it surprises me every time. I'm really not sure. It's really unbelievable how good she is. She's playing at such a high level right now.
McKay's trying to keep the run going. Sebelden, quick arm.
Quick arm, and she gets off the floor. We can't forget how high and how well Liana Sebelden, the captain of this team, gets off the floor, how high she is, how quick she is. I mean, she really has it all.
Well, she'd almost forgotten, she said.
She did. She hadn't played in a while. She's like, I think I'll be okay.
I was, quote, very retired. She submitted video and waited 3 or 4 weeks and thought, oh, all right, that's not going to happen. Never mind. Well, it's happening.
She's doing all right.
It's all happening. Karsta cleans up a garbage opportunity.
What a play by Team Sebelden, just scrapping, keeping this ball alive, understanding the value of every single point.
I might pass with 2 right now. I might squeeze Abbott completely out.
You know, may not be bad. This isn't, you know, it's not a top spin serve, so you have the opportunity to really handle it okay if you do that, but we'll see.
Abbott, perfect pass. Carter into the net. Missed opportunity for Team Cruz to gain another point. Instead, it goes the other way. 23-17. So we'll lead a 6 in this set, and for the now, 4 overall. Sebelden now with 7 blocks. Team Sebelden, not just Liana by herself. Swenson goes wide.
It's a tough play. She almost made it. Tight pass at the net. Had to kind of work around it a little bit, see if she could attack the ball. Let's see if Team Cruz can slow the ball down here a little bit.
Set point. Oh, there's nobody there in the left front. That ball dug out of bounds, out of play, 25-17. The response, we wondered what would happen with Team Sebelden after losing the first set in deuce fashion, scoring a couple at the end. Their blocking carries the momentum in set number 2. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball set 3 coming your way. What was a lead for Team Cruz has turned into 1 for Team Sebelden. The decider up next. Tonight's Black History Month match is presented by Geico. Before the season, we talked to a bunch of players about their self-belief, and how they had a time of reflection and how it affected their career. Let's hear from Simone Abbott.
My second year of professional. I was in Germany, in Stuttgart, and it was really tough. I mean, the season was tough, you're overseas, and it was a grind. Our coach was very similar to the coach that I had in college, but he had high ambitions for the team. And at one point, because it's 10 months, I think maybe at the 5-month mark, I was like, oh my God, this is super overwhelming, and I kind of just had to sit for a second and really figure out what it is that I wanted, and that's when I feel like I had to dig deep and grow as a person and a player, and then we ended up coming back at the end of season and almost winning everything.
All right, that was actually Nia Grant talking about her time at Penn State. You coached her, Salima Rockwell.
I did. Fantastic player. It was so much fun having the opportunity to coach her at Penn State.
We did have Simone Abbott before the match. We had her mic'd up.
This one was that robot song. That robot song. Touch me till I can get my satisfaction. Really?
You know the robot song?
I don't. I don't, not at all. But I'm a little behind the times. I still listen to some classic rock when I turn on the radio.
Love that Simone Abbott is rocking the 42 of Jackie Robinson. Here in our Black History Month match, I'm Kevin Barnett. She is Salima Rockwell, two-time captain of Team USA. You're looking at Simone Abbott, number 42, who is now 6 of 14 and an electric 6 kills.
Electric.
Played her college volleyball at Northwestern. And if you want to know more about astrology,
oh yeah,
she's
got it all. She knows it all.
Did you ever figure out your, what was it,
my
moon phase?
My moon sign? My moon, no.
Yeah, moon sign?
No.
All right, well, we'll have to follow up with Simone. High ball to Cruz. Low. Oh, good idea, just missed the end line off the dig from Katie Carter.
Team Sabelden's had a lot of success in this rotation. I don't have all the numbers, but it's McClendon's been back at the service line. They started in that same rotation. They've got Larson and Lowe in the front row, and Sabelden, of course, patrolling the middle.
Silliger Swenson in the front row, the setter. Has to chase that one down. Larson finds the floor once again. Take a look at Jordan Larson's night so far. 12 kills now, leading Team Sabelden.
You look at the serve from McClendon. I mean, it's a flat, hard serve. It's not a lot of movement on it. I just think it has some pace behind it. It's kind of hitting you a little bit fast, getting on you quick.
Connection not there in the middle for 3-0. No. Didn't sound like crisp contact from Lowe.
No, she's not happy about that swing. Took a big swing, missed it just wide.
Do you give it to her?
I would 100% give it to her again.
I appreciate you then. As a hitter who hit the ball out of bounds, I would like it back, please. That's a next level attack. Tupac ate it up. Point ends up going to Team Sabelden, but put that one on the training tape for your high school players, for your college players. This is how you do it from behind with Jordan Larson.
It's really unbelievable how she can track a ball that's so far off the net, hit it with such pace.
Have to have it come over your body. Get your feet right. A service there. right off of Kristen Tupac. So plus 12 for Sebelden, negative 12 for Tupac.
You know, I was going to talk about the liberos and all the digs we're seeing and all the opportunities they do have to score points, and they're just kind of silently chipping away. But then an ace like that, that'll hurt you. Nice swing by Carter down the line. She just caught the edge of Lowe's block. That's a veteran swing by Katie Carter.
A lot on the line at 48-42 coming into this set, so you're just looking for a +6 if your team crews. Tupac this time with the platform stretched out. Larson super fast, maybe a little too fast and low. Weiser with the block.
Yep, I think that ball was just a little bit inside. Fast and inside, and Weiser coming through, just being super disciplined at the net, pressing over.
Right hand there, number 47, played for University of Tennessee Chattanooga before moving on for One Beach season under Hector Gutierrez, husband of
Katie Carter.
Yes, indeed. Carter, that one will find the stands.
It's a big swing. I mean, Carter can get on it. She has such nice vision, but she can get on the ball hard and deep into the court. Another ball that's way off the net. Takes a nice crack at that ball. Catches Mans.
Steamboat Springs, Colorado native, went to UCLA during her playing career. OT, that's how you connect with Lowe. I think there's no stopping that.
There isn't.
When it's perfect.
I mean, that's the ball, that's the rhythm, and it's not just the speed. She's so high and she gets on it so quick that if you're not in the right spot defensively, you're certainly not going to block it.
Another big swing off the net from Larson, and it was in. Hit the block, deep corner, and inside the court.
I don't know how she does it.
The training tape is growing.
It is.
As my kids might point out, it's a training video now. No one actually uses real tape. So Weiser will check out. Aaron Fair is back in to serve. Same substitution we saw earlier from Taiba Hanif Park and captain Aubrey Cruz. That ball is long from Sebelden. Remember, the coaches, in quotes, are actually facilitators. The final word on when you practice, what you do in practice, rests with the captains.
It does, and that's a lot of pressure. You know, it's a lot on the captains. They're not used to that. They're making lineup decisions. They're in charge of all of everything you're seeing on the court, and really it's just the facilitators that are advising and helping the captains.
All right, we'll get an update on what's being challenged here. That ball was definitely long.
It was long.
Looking for a touch if I was challenging this play. And worth pointing out that our captains may change. Take the top 4 on our Geico leaderboard at the end of the weekend. Tomorrow night, when we finish up, you will then take those 4 players. They will be the new captains for the draft on Tuesday. They will pick the teams, and they will be in charge. So you could not be in charge, and all of a sudden you are.
And you know, it's a lot to take in. So we're looking at
whether that ball was long. I had it long in real time. It looks like it's grabbing a whole bunch of blue cord out there. More purple on your screen.
So we're
challenge.
Looking at the touch at the net. Excuse me, Kevin. Yep, it looks like we're still waiting to see if that ball was touched by the blockers. So we're looking at the blockers' hands right now.
I think you're looking at McCage in the middle there.
Right. Okay, that looks.
Which one of the balls?
That looks like a miss. I have been wrong before. I mean, if it catches that right hand, you know, that middle finger there a little bit.
We have openings in AA.
I don't see it. I know. They're waiting for me. I understand this now. I'm going no touch.
We'll keep you in AAA for now. We'll look at maybe 2 weeks. We'll get you on the road trip to to Toronto.
I love Toronto.
It's a wonderful European type city in North America.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Wonderful place.
Beautiful. I want to go.
All right, 6-6, set 3. Team Cruz is going to be looking for more points here for the overall. Good tough serve. Put away down the line.
We talked about this before. It's so nice to have that luxury of having someone like Lowe who's available out of the back row, not on a perfect pass, running it with the offense in system. They can still chuck it up there and she can score down the line.
Number 10, Jordan Larson, now serving for Team Selby.
Bad pass, trying to hit their way out as Gold. Oh, they'll block their way out. McCage up there next to Katie Carter.
And the block's doing a nice job, really stepping up for Team Cruz.
If Molly McCage is looking for a contract, she need to look no further than to her right side on that play.
Absolutely.
Katie Carter is an agent now. She'll hook you up.
Katie might just start recruiting her.
Tupac digs in on that one. This time to Larson, it's McCage. All by herself, no question there.
Big stuff block. They're looking like they're having a little fun there at the net.
I think it was the way it hit Deja McClendon.
It bounced.
It Velcroed.
It did. It kind of stuck on her. Molly was laughing a little bit. So was Deja.
Kind of neat to think you can't be too mean across the net because that may be your teammate in about 48 hours. A little too low. Triple S, McCage pushed. Just long. 2 challenges per team per set. It's only 9-7.
Yeah, I saw it long. I think Karsten may have wanted it in. That's tough. That's tough when you using challenges and you gotta be smart with what you're doing with them.
You're not keeping them.
They're not keeping them. So
when you challenge and you're right, you don't keep it. If you're wrong, you don't keep it, obviously, even in the international game. But you get 2 and that is it. You might want to save it. This has been close thus far. Abbott stopped. Swenson with a dig. Oh, I saw a net violation there. Oh, that looked to me like somebody may have been in the net.
I missed it. The refs missed it.
That may not have happened then.
Yeah, probably.
Entirely possible. We'll see here.
We'll see. If you're right, I'm going to be not happy.
Maybe not. It moved a bit. That ball's missed wide. If I'm Team Cruz, I'd call timeout right now.
Couple of unforced errors. I mean, that's it. I mean, they're a little bit out of sorts. They've had some good looks on it, but not able to convert.
I think of different strategies. I see Mike Seeley will let his team go. He's the head coach at UCLA right now. John Sprague, head coach of the men's national team, and the UCLA men will call a preemptive timeout. You see him all the time. Give up a couple of points, even if it's tied or you're up 1. John might use it.
He might use it. Yeah,
he might cut the run. McClendon, too much heat down the line. That ball taken out of bounds. You may want to take yourself over to auprosports.com to get your Athletes Unlimited gear. Do not forget to follow on social at AU Pro Sports for exclusive inside content. And that is at AU Pro Sports across Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, And also for our digital matches, don't forget about Twitter, Twitch, and Daily Motion, where for 8 of our 30 matches will be exclusively digital and distributed worldwide. You can tune in on any one of those 5 platforms and not miss a moment of Athletes Unlimited action. Be sure and sign up for that Unlimited Club too while you're over there, so you too can vote in the MVP voting. Get yourself an MVP membership or higher. Listen, it's $80 for the whole year. Do you have $80 to support professional volleyball in the United States?
Are you kidding me?
You do.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and do it.
Such a great value, and you're getting so much out of it.
Yeah, I want to hear it from the community that, oh, it's too much. No, it's $6.66 a month. You'll find that under the seat of your car as that one goes inside McCage, who's frustrated.
Love the fire. She still has it. She's not happy right now.
And there goes the timeout now at 12:10. Team Sibelden with the lead. Will Team Sibelden continue the comeback after losing the first, or will it be Team Cruz in a rally?
What's up, everyone? It's your girl Ari here. I'm so happy to have been with Athletes Unlimited for the past week, and I cannot wait to show you guys the footage that we've been capturing. But in the meantime, check out our series with AU Softball, hitting home diversity in softball to honor Black History Month. Really, really excited. With love, Ari.
It weighs a lot, and then when you're in spaces where you're not always surrounded by people that look like you, it sometimes feels as if you have to explain that plight.
It'd be tough for me to hear like us talk about Black Lives Matter and someone say like oh, get politics out of sports, or why are we talking about this? We should be talking about softball. It's really tough, and it like hurts my heart. It's my life we're talking about.
You know, it's so nice to see these athletes be able to have their voices heard and really do something to affect change. It's an important part of their lives. It's an important part of the league itself. And it's what makes Athletes Unlimited special, because it's way more than just volleyball.
We'll have a theme game for you every week. Today's theme is Black History Month. Black History Month dates all the way back to 1915. It started turning more into Black History Month as a thing in 1976. It was officially recognized at the presidential level and has been recognized every year since. Each year has a theme. The theme for this year in Black History Month in 2021 is Black Family, Representation, Identity, and Diversity, exploring the African diaspora and the spread of Black families across the United States. Much to be learned, gained an understanding of each other. Big block there. Team Sibelden, no mercy at the net.
A couple of huge stuff blocks in a row for Team Sibelden, and this is a monster block with Lowe and Sibelden next to one another, doing a nice job. Ari Cruz not able to hit around it.
Yeah, 6-0 scoring run, and they are now plus 11 in the overall. Just out of bounds. 6-0 run broken.
Well, it's a nice swing by McCage. You see McClendon up there. She's in a good position. Sometimes you can do everything right and still get tooled and not block a ball.
McCage 5 for 7. You'd like to get her to the ball a few more times than 7.
Yeah, she's hitting about 760 right now with a beautiful dig.
Yeah, digging points. Abbott off someone's head. That was low. Cranium shot.
Tell you what, McCage was not happy when she came out of the timeout. A big swing here. Oh yeah, off the top of the head. Team Cruz needs to find some points and make up some ground here about halfway through this third set.
They're within striking distance, but this is a bad rotation, as you pointed out last time.
This is a bad rotation with a tough server.
Carter off the block and out of bounds. That's a testament to the heat of Katie Carter.
It is, and that's a huge side out. We talked about that rotation. Simone Abbott stepping up, handling the ball, perfect pass. They've given up runs in that rotation, so now they really have an opportunity to close the gap here.
Tip just out of bounds. That is fortunate for Team Gold. There was no one in the vicinity.
And Jordan knew it, and that's a tough play. He missed just a little bit out of bounds.
Yeah, position 7, not a good spot to put the ball.
No.
No swing there for Cruz. That one mishandled. Oh no, that is going to be called a back row block, but I kind of disagree with that one.
I definitely disagree. That was one of my plays at the net. You keep those hands underneath the plane of the net. That's tough.
Point goes to Sebelden, 17-14 now.
Now that would be the first touch, mind you. She's a back row setter.
Oh yeah, she's
never
up there.
mind.
We are wrong.
She was above the height of the net. Oops.
I thought she was standing. She had that little jump as Carter sides right back out. So the points here in set 3 yet to be determined.
And Carter really stepping it up right now for Team Cruz. They need this kills that she's getting, some stuff that she's doing off blocker wise, off the net.
Abbott through the block and down. Everyone counts right now as you try and come back in the overall score.
Another big swing. You'll see that the block wasn't completely there, completely closed, and she rattles it through.
Team Cruz looking for the tie. No.
Man.
Jordan Larson, no.
Not yet. Not yet.
Coming in, Team Cruz was -6. Running out of time here in this third set. Excellent coverage from Mans. Mans is the garbage cleaner. She's a sanitational engineer.
She is. She just sucks it up. She sees it coming and she goes and grabs it and she cleans it all up.
Yeah, and she's there every time.
Every time.
67-58 match ball for 60 points. No. Even once this overall match number is concluded, we will have 40 points still on the line in this set.
Number 11, Aaron Kearns checking in.
Which is still a substantial amount of points for whoever wins that set.
Right, if you win the set, you could come out 80, right, against 100.
Yep, it's a big, big win.
I think I saw that earlier.
Man.
That was a Betty De La Cruz kind of spike from Jordan Larson.
Just such a nice swing. I mean, smooth, it looks effortless. I mean, I think that's what makes it so impressive. Jordan Larson just goes up, sees where she wants to put the ball, and just nails it.
Plus 60 for Jordan Larson and everyone clad in purple. They take the overall match, but plus 40 still on the line. Team Cruz looking for the comeback. Just 3 back, really 2 with the side out. They're right in it.
Yeah.
Good pass. McCage. Well, Molly McCage is having another terrific evening. 6 of 8.
And I really like what she's doing in front of the setter. Generally, you see Molly McCage hitting slides, going behind the setter. That's where that's her bread and butter. But they've been using her a lot in front as well.
Carter long with the jump serve. So you have your setter in the front row here, 2 hitters, McCage and Abbott. Looking to carry most of the action, back row right side, Katie Carter. Ball is just wide. Tupac checked it to the line.
It's getting late in this set. Team Cruz can definitely still win this set, get those 40 points, put those in their pocket.
So Abbott and Cruz trade front row. Back-to-back service errors for Team Cruz. That is not the substance of a comeback.
Now that's tough. You know, you want to get on the end line and really positive energy, self-talk, getting back there, wanting to serve certain targets or drive that ball hard and deep. They can make up for it here with a pass and a side out.
Here comes the goofy foot scissor kick from the line of number 34, Kaylee Mans. Her description, not mine. That was like a kid's scissors.
It was, baby scissor.
Cruz works off the block and out of bounds. All right, Team Cruz. This one has to be in. Molly McCage, the veteran, back to serve it. Weiser back to the front row in the middle.
Team Sabelden with all their hitters stacked on the left side of the court.
Karsta low on the left side.
It's not something you see all the time. They've been using her and kind of running her over to the right side. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they stack and split. So it depends on how they line up, and they were actually split in that rotation.
Excellent scoring rotation. McClendon at the line, Sabelden, Larson, and Lowe up front. No block there. Cruz high to the line. The back line. Time is now.
I like how Abbott has stepped up. You know, she struggled a little bit earlier passing, and she's really stepped up, getting them out of those rotations.
Round 1 draft pick at the line. And she comes through. Ace service.
That's big. That's a big serve right here at this point in the match.
Pan Am Games veteran back in 2019 for Team USA. Samantha Silliger-Swenson picks up a +12 and that ace. 40 points still hang in the balance here. Set 3's conclusion coming your way. Tonight's Black History Month match is presented by Geico. Fans, if you want to own a piece of Athletes Unlimited history with the first ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball, the limited edition sets will feature all 45 athletes, plus additional cards about the league, and randomly inserted serial numbered parallels, including player autographs and gold 1-of-1 cards. Sets are available to purchase right now through April 2nd at Topps.com. This is your only opportunity to purchase this unique collectible. Go on over and do it now. Our Geico defensive play of the game is going to go to a player that has been featuring both offense and defense, wearing the very familiar to the Texas audience number 5.
Molly McCage has been so good at the net. Defensively, just blocking, seeing the offense as it's developing on the other side of the court, and really just getting fired up.
And apparently putting stickum on the ball.
I don't know what she did with that ball.
Was that pine tar? I don't know. Whatever it was, Deja McClendon got all of it. Dig by Cruz. Looking for the tie. No, Sabelden. Boy, it has been a pretty decent middle battle at times during this match. Sabelden now 5 of 9. Just one ball out of bounds. McCage 6 of 8. Those two going back and forth as Sebelda now goes to the back row with the set point opportunity. Larson for the set. No. Punching it through is Carter.
Still alive. Team Cruz.
Showing some grit. Ari Cruz, the captain, at the line. The #1 draft pick came up with an ace. If you're Ari Cruz, you'd love to pick up an easy one here. Looking for the tie. Team Sebelda looking for the set victory. Slice, dice, Julianne for the win. 25-23, the exact score of set #1 in reverse. (73-65) is our final here in match #4 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. We'll have USA National Team star and Team Sebelda outside hitter Jordan Larson when we return to Dallas, Texas. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Joining us now, coming off of another victory, is Team Sebelda's outside hitter Jordan Larson. Jordan, you have facilitators, you have a captain in Liana Sebelda. How was the match prep and game plan implemented for you guys coming into night #2?
Yeah, you know, we had quite a bit of success last night, so I think we just kind of tried to do the same thing. We came in and did a very light serve and pass today, and Joe put together just a general outline of what we were going to see. But in general, I think we just rely on reading the game and seeing the game, and so I think we kind of lacked a little momentum there in the first set, but we were working through some stuff, and I think we came out on fire in the second, and then on to the third.
Well, Jordan, was any of that, you know, kind of the slow start, any of it playing a big match last night, then playing another match tonight, and then you've got another one tomorrow? What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm sure there was some fatigue involved, and like mentally, right? Like, how are you still good tonight after having a match tomorrow? And I think the real test is going to come tomorrow as well. But in general, we knew that Goal was coming off a pretty tough loss yesterday, and so how were they going to come out today? They came out on fire. We knew we had to ride that wave a little bit, and so I'm really proud of my team for fighting through that. It was tough at times, but yeah, just I think we made it a little tougher on ourselves. So in general, I'm really proud.
What kind of fan feedback did you get after the launch last night?
Oh, a lot of fans just tuning in, and really just thank you so much for following along and continue to grow the game and just being able to play in the States. I was sitting in my room today and just looking on Guide and like seeing volleyball like on FS1. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I like, you know, like it's been so long, and yeah, just really it's a blessing.
Take a look at the Geico leaderboard here. This point system developing for you as well. You find yourself atop the Geico leaderboard after a couple. Any surprises on how the points are working out? How much attention have you paid to it?
You know, I'm trying not to be honest. I think you can get in your head a little bit, but just trying to make the team better and how can we win as a team. And ultimately, that's where I put my eggs in and just all in on that end. So that's where I'm trying to focus and not worry about so much. And the points will come, and if it happens to be in my favor, so be it.
Jordan Larson, congratulations on a second match victory, a successful start to the Athletes Unlimited career.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jordan Larson and Team Sebelda take the win 73-65. In the overall, they earned 140 team points for each person, 40 earned by Team Cruz on the other side. So we are done with match #2. Night #2. We'll have another night for you. We'll be back on Fox Sports 1 tomorrow in the evening. Catch us on CBS Sports Network before that, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern on your Monday night. Hope you enjoyed our volleyball and celebration of Black History. I'm Kevin Barnett for Salima Rockwell and our entire crew here in Dallas. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in less than 24 hours.